Welcome to Rogue Trader. Please read the disclaimer and remember that prices can go down as well as up. And now to do a Blitz style stock analysis on Ceres. These are part of my shortlist for UK renewable energy plays. If you're interested in my initial Greta Gold video, click on the link up here and I explain the foundation for this stock analysis series. But at this current point, I'm just going to have a quick look at each of these companies and then do a final selection for more deeper analysis. So Ceres Power Holdings PLC were quite an interesting play on this new environmental revolution. Rather than a lot of the other companies, which are basically just creating battery cells which are designed to convert electricity into hydrogen or hydrogen into electricity, rather than using hydrogen or converting electricity into hydrogen, they actually use fossil fuels, so normally natural gas or biogas, but rather than burn it conventionally, they're using these solid oxide fuel cells to directly oxidize the fuel and then generate energy this way. And so they can generate electricity this way without any of the emissions. Now, they're currently making their products either for electric vehicles, particularly bigger things like ships and stuff, and localized power generation. So they are definitely a Greta Gold play. So a problem with green energy is there's a lot of variability in where the electricity is in the grid at any given time. And with these you'll be able to have these gas generators to provide power in certain areas using their solid oxide fuel cells. So they reinforce the grid where its integrity is compromised by renewable energy. Now, all their projects are still in the development stage, but they do have quite an impressive list of deals with companies like Bosch to make mini power plants, YCA in China to make e-bus engines, and then also Miura in Japan, where they're making these generators for commercial buildings. And also a very interesting one is Doosan, who are making marine engines using this solid oxide fuel technology. We see their price profile is the same as AFC Energy and a lot of other renewables, where we had this news flow of Boris Johnson promising $1 trillion, the EU Green New Deal promising $1 trillion, and Joe Biden promising 1.7 trillion. And so the share price is very, very high at the moment. And I have to wonder if I've missed the gold rush. But you do see that there is quite a positive news stream as well. Bosch actually bought 18% of the shares at the start of 2020. Then they're almost trying to compete with them. YCA then bought some more shares so they could own 20%. Then there was a deal with Doosan to develop the marine fuel cells. And then finally, they are now progressing to commercial production for these localized mini power plants in Germany. In terms of their numbers, and you can see that they are generating more revenue from this news flow of new partnerships. They still have a burn rate of about 5 million, and that was maintained when I looked at the 2020 interims. However, they had a massive cash raise, and they've now got 64 million in cash. So this does support their burn rate for quite some time. So Ceres Power Holdings are definitely part of the green revolution story, although they're coming into it at a very interesting different angle to a lot of the others. I think that their books are all in shape. They've got a good news flow. Ceres Power Holdings' approach with the solid oxide fuel cells seems to me a nice pragmatic solution to climate change, and I definitely think that these deserve to be in my final shortlist, and I'll have a much deeper look at them then.